I'm Ophelia. I'm a textile designer from Cardiff, specialising in hand embroidery for fashion. My works incorporate scrap and recycled materials. Through my works, I aim to inspire environmental and social change by encouraging people to think about how we buy, reuse and throw away fashion.
Growing up, I was adamant that I needed to move out of Cardiff to have a successful career in the creative industries. Despite my ambition and creative drive, a fashion career in Wales hadn't seemed desirable or even possible. But now I'm rethinking this. Do I really need to leave the place I call home in search of success?
So were these your parents?
That's my dad and my mum. I guess on their wedding day. I did have a photograph of them outside the church, but I don't know where that's gone.
I think there's definitely a sense of inherited artistry within my family, especially with my grandpa being a carpenter, having worked at the National Museum here in Cardiff, and my dad being a stonemason. So this might have been when he was starting out as a stonemason?
It looks right, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Because he's pretty young there.
Stonemasonry is a very high-level skill, and not a lot of people have it. And I think that's inspired me to work on my craft as much as possible. My family have always encouraged me to follow my creativity, and they'd always, take me to art classes, and now me and Grandpa actually share the workshop together. So it's really nice to have that creative space with him. So what are you working on at the moment?
Well, much to your surprise, this is your birthday present. I don't know when you're going to get it. You might be about 40 by the time it's finished.
6 months ago, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
My grandfather's family are from the Cape Verde Islands, a former Portuguese colony off the west coast of Africa. His parents came to live in Cardiff Docks, then known as Tiger Bay, in the 1920s. Tiger Bay was once one of the world's busiest ports.
Where did you work then? Like around here?
No, this used to be a big basin.
A melting pot of different nationalities and races, having one of the oldest black communities in the UK. Today, the notable Cape Verde community still remains, but a lot has changed in Cardiff.
Keeping in touch with the Bay is very important to me because, well, all my friends, all the people I've grown up with are still down there, and family ties, cousins, and social life even. It's changed a bit now, but that's my home.
Well, the Bay is my home. That's what it means. How far down is my home. It's where I lived all my life.
Over 50 years ago, Gramps featured in a documentary which demonstrated the radical changes that Tiger Bay underwent. I wanted to watch it with him to see what memories it brought back of the old Tiger Bay. Will this have any impact on my decision to stay?
There is something about this place. If you're born in the base, you got to come back. I mean, I don't know, there's a drag, there's something pulls you back here. I don't know what it is, but I've had opportunities of staying abroad, and yet I'm still here. You know what I mean? That's it, the place has changed, but you still got the people here. That's what we've been talking about.
We had what the world's looking for now. Down the Bay, I don't think there's, well, I don't know many nationalities were there, and we just all got on with it. I know it's a stupid thing to say, but probably if there were no adults, there would be no racism or anything, because we just got on with it, and I bet there was every nation in the world down there, from the valleys, Scotland, all over the place. And yeah, people could look at it, maybe learn a lesson from it. Mm-hmm. Poor but happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As happy as you could be.
Hearing about Gramps' connection with the Bay and his old friends has got me thinking. It's a very different city today, but my roots are in Cardiff. Moving to London will mean leaving behind family, friends, and the strong community that I'm from.
I travel all around the world with the captain and his wife. Beautiful landscape, beautiful palm trees, from South America to Barry Dock. From palm trees to leeks.
I wanted to talk with local actor and writer Kyle Lima, who also has Cape Verdean heritage. Feeling that he had to leave, Kyle lived in London for some time, but later moved back to Cardiff, where he then created a one-man show based on our shared heritage. I'm keen to get his opinion on my dilemma.
Well, I moved to London after drama school, and it really made me grow to appreciate my own qualities, my Welsh heritage, and the dynamic of what Cardiff offers. There's a lot of great things to tap into. So for me, spending time away allowed me to sort of see it in a new light and fall back in love with Wales and to fall back in love with Cardiff when I did come back.
So you would say, you know, tapping into your heritage has been a benefit for your career?
It really has. Tapping into my own heritage, my individuality has been a godsend because, like I say, I've seen no one over my 34 years within loving and watching theatre and film where stories of my perspective and yours of Cardiff, Cape Verde heritage are being told. And it's one thing to go, OK, let's make these shows or put on plays that feature them. But when you've got real, deeply rooted, great stories and characters that can be tapped into, it's great to be able to share them. And coming back to Cardiff's allowed me to do that.
Rosie Evans is a Welsh fashion designer now living in Brighton.
Have you ever been in here?
To the top floor,
Yeah.
no, but down the bottom where...
She owns a sustainable fashion brand aiming to inform and inspire customers to shop more consciously.
What are you looking at?
Sequins. I could never get away with this, but it looks cool.
Rosie's corsets are created using second-hand textiles and vintage fabrics.
Do you think that Cardiff encouraged your creativity when you lived here?
I think there are really nice opportunities, and all the people who I have met in Cardiff have just been so lovely, you included. But it is quite hard to get a community, I think. So you can be really creative on your own, but it's quite hard to get other people involved to really build that community. So last year, me and my friend who's a photographer, we were planning for months to do this shoot. We're trying to find models and makeup artists and try and find a good place to shoot. And it just built up and it just got so difficult to try and do things that I think in another city might be a bit easier because you have that community pre-built. But I think it is changing in Cardiff. The stuff I'm seeing that comes from Cardiff now is so much more impressive.
Yeah.
Sustainable fashion is on the rise here in Wales, but it's still not the mainstream. I might be ready for Cardiff, but is Cardiff ready for me?
I think there's not so much the market for either in a way that in other cities I think people are starting to be interested in sustainable fashion and making ethical fashion choices, whereas I think in Cardiff it's still that's not been at the forefront of people's mind as much because I think just the way that the city's built, and I think there is a market for it, but maybe not for us to be the ones to start it up. I think maybe it needs to be more accepted as a concept in Cardiff.
Speaking to Rosie has made me think about how I need to create my own opportunities if I want to stay in Cardiff. I've been approached by a local artist named Ruel Elijah, who has asked me to style and direct a photo shoot, incorporating my upcycled clothes. Ruel is a multidisciplinary artist who has established himself as one of Cardiff's leading creative voices. He believes that more collaboration is key to success.
At the moment, I think it's quite a collective effort at the minute. I think so many people have been capped and in terms of opportunity. There's so much crazy talent here in Wales, but the opportunities that come are not as often as, places like London or America, so to say. So in terms of change makers, I think we're all in it right now together. And we are actually noticing, do you know what? You're in that lane, but you're just like me in terms of passion and, drive. And we're actually bigging each other up at the minute. Not that we didn't before, but I think we're way more proud as a people right now in terms of the arts industry.
Now when they see you running and you're running, and there ain't no turning round.
I think it was a conscious decision that I stayed here because I feel like this is my base, and I can bring it back to home, reset. You know, it does take a toll on you mentally, emotionally, and it's nice to just come and fill yourself back up with peace, I guess, and alignment, and be in touch with where you start, you know, and or started, should I say. So yeah, I think it was a conscious decision. I'm not ready to make that full committed jump unless necessary yet.
This journey has helped me make up my mind. The sustainable fashion scene in Cardiff might be small, but it's up to me to carve that path for myself and other young artists. The pandemic has made me realise that location isn't always essential. Your presence online can be just as powerful. And there are lots of things that Cardiff has that London doesn't. Tapping into my heritage has made me appreciate the community that I have in Cardiff, and also the importance of sharing creativity with the family. For now, I'm staying put, and I'm staying in the workshop with Gramps.
Grandma's hand clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands play a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, Billy, don't you run too fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Could be snakes in the grass. Grandma's hands